Just before we get started on today's video, I will be at Mo Party this year in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I'm giving away 2 more tickets. This is your last chance for you guys to get yourself 2 tickets into Mo Party. I'll be there with the Hellcat swapped Dodge Dakota as well as the Hellcat swapped Ram. I'm towing the Hellcat swapped Dakota all the way there with the Ram so that I have both vehicles there. I'll be there in person. I'd love to meet you guys. If you guys are local and you're able to attend, this is the information for the event. It's from September 16th through the 18th. All 3 days I will be there as well, and it's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So if you guys are somewhat local, you're able to attend, I'll show you guys and tell you guys how you can enter, but make sure you're at least able to attend the event. I want to make sure that these go to somebody that can actually use them and they can come and meet me in person. So in order to win, you're going to be following our YouTube channel, subscribed, also follow us on Instagram, and you're going to direct message me this key phrase that's on the screen, and I'll mail you out 2 tickets to get into Mo Party this year. So that's all there is to it. This is the last set of tickets, you guys. First person to message me the correct key phrase right here is going to get them. Let's get started on today's video. All right, boys, so it's the next day. I ended up pulling it out just to let it run, heat cycle, all that good stuff. And this thing sounds perfect, you guys. Supercharger is nice and quiet, no weird noises, no exhaust leaks, got no fluid leaks, sounds good, it's running good. Only thing I might have to do is, for some reason, this hose, it was a little bit loose on this neck because I had to make up my own coolant lines. And funny enough, I put a clamp here as well as this, because when I just had this, it was leaking quite a bit. I just tightened this up and moved it a bit because I'm getting a tiny bit of coolant here, but even on the factory Hellcat setup, it has the same thing. It's like double clamped. So if you look here, see, it's got the same deal here. It's got the spring-loaded clamp and then like this worm gear style clamp from the factory. So I'm duplicating the same thing. This thing sounds so good, you guys. And yeah, everything's on. I haven't put my fender liners in yet. I also have to put lug nuts back on. I just got one on there just to roll it around. But while this thing keeps heat cycling and our fans are working, I don't know if you guys can hear those, but everything's working good. I'm just keeping an eye on our supercharger coolant, and I keep topping that up. I'm gonna put the front end together while this thing just sits here and idles, and I'll just keep an eye on it. I'm gonna put the rebar on, so I'll time lapse all that. Start reassembling the front end. You guys might be able to go for a rip. Boys, how good does this thing look? It's still dirty and dusty. I gotta wash it, but this truck looks so good. So everything is working beautifully, you guys. I am going to charge the AC. I still have to button up my wiring a little bit over there. I gotta put the fender liners back in, but should be almost ready to road test it. But let me get the AC charged, at least so it's not a sauna inside the vehicle. And I'm going to continue to leave it run, check my fluids. Everything seems to be checking out good. No check engine lights, so everything is just working as planned, you guys. And the love bugs are out. but also, don't want to jinx it, but we don't have any more noises, boys. So pretty excited about that. Let me get the AC charged and keep motoring along here. Okay, boys, she is all together. I started to recharge the AC. The AC wasn't taking for some reason. I didn't get nearly the amount of grams that you're supposed to get in there. Like, I couldn't even get hardly 1 can in there, so might have to retry that. But I got a little bit of AC, but it's definitely not charged properly. But at least we can go out and test drive it. This is gonna be the maiden voyage. She's definitely really dirty. I gotta clean this thing, but can't resist taking it out and seeing how she works. All right, boys, so no weird sounds. trying to kill it or anything. I feel like the transmission's still learning itself between the new tune and me resetting the adaptives, and I definitely need an alignment. This guy's just ripping his lawnmower. But I think I need to do a few things, but I'm just gonna casually drive around. I actually have to go pick up a part from Tay Auto Parts, so I'm gonna head over there. It's definitely different, you guys. With it having the 70, I haven't full sent it. I'm just gonna obviously just testing everything, but the 70s shifts are so much softer. I guess we can go straight. Like, watch. Like, I'm not used to it. Like hearing the like normally on the Dakota, it's just like bang, bang, bang every gear. So I'm not sure like what. It's just different the way it like does this soft shift. I'm sure if I full throttled it, it would bang the gear. It's just that part's a little weird to me. This Camaro wants the sauce, but I don't know if I'm ready to brake my truck just yet. This guy wants all the sauce. Ew, that thing sounds gross. So I'll show you guys a little baby sauce. Oh, we gotta wait for some cars. Here's a little bit of baby sauce. Woo! Dude, she lights on the tires no problem. Barely even pushed into that. Okay guys, so I just picked up a Trackhawk starter, so if we want to put it in the 90 we can. So I got it from this used auto parts place. Wish it was a little bit cleaner. I'll have to clean it up, but can't argue with the price, but at least we've got it, so we have that option. Let's continue our test drive. Look at that, boys. We're using her as a daily. I went and got all this grocery shopping, and I bought an umbrella because this flood, literally flood, there's a flood advisory right now. It just would not let up, so I ended up having to purchase a beach umbrella, and the lady was joking around about using it, so here I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff in here. We'll get back on the road, but so far so good. Truck's working awesome. A couple small things, I'll talk about that in a second. Well, good news, boys. It's actually not that bad of a code. So it's connected to the ABS module right now. It's upset that pretty much it's telling me I need an alignment. Steering wheel position sensor, it's saying that 0 adjustment failure, it's out of like range. So because I never got alignment when we lowered the thing and the wheel is like crooked when it's driving, that's what it's getting mad about. So if I get an alignment, that will get corrected. There's no point in like recalibrating it crooked, but if you guys notice, like when I'm driving straight, it's like this, and that's what it's throwing. So kind of smart. We'll clear the fault, see if it stays off for a while, but it took like an hour for that to come up, but just a minor thing right now. Yeah, you guys can probably see how crooked my steering wheel is just driving, so I need alignment because I never did it after lowering the truck. But this is probably the ultimate drivability test, you guys. This thing is very tame, just chilling, and obviously it can get rowdy if we need it to, but once we get back, I'll double check that filter, make sure that the area is not getting wet, because this is a ton of water, you guys. So I don't have any concerns about it, but we'll just double check just so everybody's on the same page in case there's any concerns from that. But our filter is super up high and it's definitely shielded, so I think it's in a good spot. All right, boys, we found a Dakota. So we're here at the UPull Yard. I'm gonna get my window regulator. I think Aaron's over there somewhere hiding. Once I find him, we will see what Aaron's been up to. And I'm gonna pull this out. If you guys don't know, on my Dakota, the window regulator was all messed up, so I got this one. I actually feel bad taking off this truck. It's actually fairly nice shape. It's a 02. But need a few parts. I'm gonna yank this thing, and then I'll see what else we can find. All right, we got our regulator. Aaron, what are you trying to find here?
I'm getting some taillight screws for the 3rd gen.
I'm gonna tell them that you're stealing things.
They don't care for me.
Damn, Aaron's got privileges here. Taillight screws from the Dakota. They got anything cool here? I don't know. Maybe me and Aaron will go exploring after this, see if we find any cool stuff, any unique stuff.
untold stories of the junkyard. Yeah, so it's an S10, and if you guys know about these, they're getting pretty hard to find clean, and somebody spent some time and money painting this one up and putting a radiator support in it, looks like, and then it ended up here somehow. But nobody knows the story on it. It's got a grill back here. Be cool if it was short bed, but obviously the long bed. Somebody gave up on her, but who knows? Just funny the stuff you find in here. All right, Aaron wants to check out this bodywork. Oh my. Jeez. Starting to lose an eye, look at that. Look at how much Bondo's in there. God.
Dang, son. Oh, look at that.
Jeez.
That is thick. Thick.
Look at that. That's too funny.
But that's like the whole side.
Yeah, she definitely got a little fender bender. It's an Ultima driver for you. Typical Ultima. Switching lanes. Okay, boys, so we threw our first check engine light. The traction control light is because I need alignment. Check engine light, it threw... I'm not driving, Aaron's driving right now. It still has the brake module, but that one's not actually throwing a light, but it threw this one. So it threw auxiliary cooling system performance. So it's probably just, I haven't bled the supercharger cooler, so probably just a little air pocket, or I gotta top it up, but nothing major so far, boys. And I've probably been driving this thing, probably put like a few hours on it at this point, and she's still good. All right, we broke the Wawa tradition. We ended up getting chicken sandwiches. Check this out, I'll spin this around. All right, we got these big ass chicken sandwiches. I don't know what the hell Aaron got. UPull? What is that? UPull? Better than Wawa's? Don't say it, don't say it.
I got you.
Okay guys, it's actually a few days later. It's actually just after Labor Day weekend. Kind of just took a couple days off. Just doing some boating with some family on the jet boat, if you guys haven't seen that, on Boosted Motorsports too. But I think I mentioned this, but just in case I didn't, I was having some issues filling the AC system. It only wanted to take like not even one whole can when it's supposed to take about 2. If you guys do or don't know, usually there's a sticker over here that says how many grams it's supposed to take. So it says 624 grams. Each one of these cans is 340. So, you know, times 2, it's 680. So it should almost take 2 cans, just a little shy of 2 cans. I could barely get 1 can in it before with those gauges. And, you know, it is what it is. This is just a, you know, standard gauge set that I purchased off Amazon a few years ago, and it seemed to be doing the job. But I ended up picking up another gauge set, again off Amazon. It was overnight shipping, whatever, had good reviews on it. This one I was able to get the full 2 cans in it, and I'm guessing maybe it just wasn't pressing the valve down all the way, or one of these valves somewhere, either there or there on the actual gauges, wasn't working properly. But lo and behold, this gauge set, I'm able to get the full, just shy of 2 cans in there, and now I have cold working AC. So I'm happy to report that, because before I was able to just barely get 3/4 of a can in there, and I had like mediocre AC because the system was really low. So that's all good. All my fluids are good. Been checking everything, all that stuff. Let me take these gauges off here and I'll explain a little bit more. All right, so AC is working, and it's actually working so good that it's actually making the windows frosty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can literally write on the windows. So definitely really cold in there. It's like 90 degrees plus whatever humidity here, so it is definitely hot out. Couple other just small little things. This clamp, I'm gonna have to put a different clamp on it. So like I mentioned before, even though the Hellcat has this same sort of double clamp setup where it's got the spring loaded plus a worm gear one, I need to get like a wider worm gear on there because I'm getting tiny bit of drippage from there, just ever so slightly. So definitely want to address that, but not a big deal. Other, I guess, pending things, I got to get an alignment. It's throwing a code because the steering wheel is a little bit crooked for the alignment. It threw a code because the supercharger system needed to be burped, so that's good. It dropped down a little bit. I filled it back up, so that's gone away. It was throwing a battery light, and it ended up just being a loose alternator while, I guess, just, you know, small oversight. I mean, 5 million different things that I've touched on this, so just had to tighten that up a bit, and then that one went away. But other than that, she's code free, good to go, boys. So just gonna keep testing it over the next few days. I'll get you guys more sound clips as I get more brave and all that stuff of, you know, driving the thing and just getting into it a bit more. I've just been running through things and letting things run. What I do want to get done in this video as well is let's go ahead and install the window regulator that we got from the junkyard in the Dakota. If you guys do or don't remember, I was explaining to you guys that the window track from previous owner was kind of messed up. So this thing fell off the track again, and the regulator is actually messed up. Like it's missing some of like the little bushings and all that stuff from a previous owner. It's always been that way. And then I kind of found that out the other day. So I'm gonna go ahead, we'll swap that out, and then that way I can put this window up and down again, because right now it's literally just hanging off the track. Okay, well, this is the old one, and if you guys look right here, like there's supposed to be a plastic bushing to hold that into the rail. This one is hanging on for dear life, just all worn out. So, and as a comparison, this is the replacement one. Hopefully you can see it. There's that white plastic bushing right there in the end. So it's got 2 good bushings on it. Looks a lot better condition. And I was just comparing the Hellcat window motor to the Dakota one from our old one. I would like to at some point try to figure out how to get this on here. And you can see they're a fairly similar configuration. What I think I will do is, when I have more time, is get a 3D printer and make something like this and copy this so that I can put this into here, but it has the same 7-spoke little sprocket here so that it meets up with our gears right here. Because if I can 3D print one of these that has this 3 gear on the back and then this 7 gear on the front and just drop it into here, then if I do that, then I can mount the Hellcat motor, then I can have one-touch windows, because right now I just have the basic old window switch and I've connected it to our regular Dakota motors, but you kind of have to play this game of pushing the button a million times to put the window up or down. It still works, but it's missing a hall sensor to know, you know, for the one-touch windows, and it's kind of just acting in default mode. So that's just another project, but let's get this newer window regulator in here, and that way I can put the window back up. Okay, so we got a working window again. So this was the thing that I was telling you guys. I have the auto switch, but you have to watch. It goes down a little bit and it stops. So it works, but you have to keep doing it in pieces, and you can get fast at it like I have already. But eventually I'd like to get the one from the Hellcat or Charger Challenger motor on there. That way I don't have to play that little game, put the window up and down that you just saw. But anyways, we got a functioning window again. Okay guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. So we've got some stuff to contend with. Still nothing too crazy, but on the Ram, I still have to fit these covers on, or at least I want to. So I gotta get those all ready to go. The one should just be a plug and play situation. The other one I'm gonna have to cut a little bit around the brake booster to clearance it, but I think it'll look cool having those on. Other thing I got to do too is I've got some catch cans in the box over there, so I'm gonna have to use a combination of the factory fittings, and then a catch can is gonna go on. So we're gonna make it for sure for the Ram, and then hopefully I'll be able to make one for this as well, as long as time permits. And we got a bunch of stuff. I still got to put the fender flares on this guy here, and then if I also have time back in the background there, I want to make up the door panels for this. So a lot of little things, as well as continuous testing on the Ram. So I'll have some more footage for you guys in the next video. We'll continue that build as well and show you guys, you know, how it's going, start doing some more polls, all that good stuff. So lots on the way, guys. Make sure you give it a thumbs up for me if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We got a lot of crazy stuff on the go, and then I'll also be documenting the adventure from here to Bowling Green, Kentucky, bringing both these trucks to the show. So a lot of exciting stuff on the way. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next video.